Akata the nature ADENTA new site. Yɛate ADENTA new site na story building bi ɛwɔ a ɛko maame baako. Na woman no deɛ ɛkwan yɛ nam so a wɔwɔ mu. Ɔne ne ba ne dada nti. Ɔte sɛ building ne ebu no. Na ɛwɔ sɛ wɔ cover ɛma ne ba no. Nti wɔn ɛka ma ne ba no a wɔsave ne ba no life. Na building no nso no na ɛyɛ nipa 5 ɛna wɔm. Nti baako pɛ ne ti mu yɛ a ɛyɛ maame no wɔsave ne ba no life. Ɔno nkwa ne free. Ɛna nipa 4 no nso yɛ rescue wɔn de wɔn nyinaa kɔ hospital. Nti maame baako ne ti mu wei. That same time na building ne bi wɔ ADENTA no so. Na to do nso ɛgya da hɔ a nkurɔfoɔ shops ɛɛhyɛ ɛna asɛm ketewa. That same time nso na flooding ɛɛkɔ so around areas ɛɛwɔ Accra because same time na nsuo tɔ na Madina areas baabi aflooded.
Samani, you have the latest for me.
Events, incredible scenes here at ADENTA where the young boy that I told you about has just been rescued from the debris. He's just been pulled out from the debris by personnel of the Ghana National Fire Service. He's just been pulled out, and in your shots there, he's been rushed to the ambulance, which is likely heading towards the 37 military hospital or the critical care and emergency hospital. I spoke with officials of NADMO who tell me that 2 individuals who were rescued earlier were sent to 37. And some good news out of all this chaos is that the boy that I was telling you about has been rescued. He's been pulled out. Incredible scene. But unfortunately, like we did indicate earlier, the mother has unfortunately passed on. Personnel from the Ghana National Fire Service tell me that it seems as though the mother saw the building coming down and then used her body as a shield to protect the young boy who will probably be around 13, 14, 15 years old. And he has been pulled from the rubble right now, and he's been sent to the ambulance. And so some good news coming in from here. Again, personnel from NADMO tell me that they've called on the assistance of the Ghana Armed Forces. I'm talking about the members of the 49 Engineers Regiment to come and assist with the rescue operation, because we understand that the structures around the collapsed building is impeding the rescue operations. And so all these structures, all these ones will come down eventually to help with the rescue operation. But the highlight so far is that that boy that we spoke about earlier has been rescued. He looked unconscious. I could see, splashes of blood all over his face. And, the concrete, you could just tell that this individual has been through a lot. He looked very pale, for lack of a better term. He looked like he needs some air. But there you have it in your shots. That's the ambulance leaving the scene right now, taking him towards the nearest health facility to begin resuscitation. And I'm sure the personnel of the ambulance service will do their very best before they get to 37 military hospital, likely, because this has been an inter-agency work. They've come together to help with this rescue operation. I actually posed a question with regards to sniffer dogs to one of the NADMO officials, who tell me that when it gets to that point, they will bring in sniffer dogs, because at the moment, we are unable to tell the exact number of people caught in this debris, because there are so many mixed reports of individuals fleeing the scene just before the building came down. And so it remains to be seen if indeed we're going to have those sniffer dogs come in there to help with the rescue operations. But highlights so far right now is that that young boy has been pulled out. And again, you remember that individuals here were using cement blocks. So this cement blocks, they tell me, was to support the structure so it doesn't come down further. And then we have individuals of the Ghana National Fire Service using cutters to get into the concrete slabs. And so that's the update here at ADENTA Youth Site Events. And as and when there's any new development, we'll come back to you.
Okay, and thank you very much. Thank you very much, Samani.
This time now, insurance to flood Madina, any areas be time we are so ɛdan ebu ɛwɔ ADENTA ɛma tudu nso egya nso ɛdam gidigidigidi.
I want to go to Michelle now. I can see him interviewing the fire service officer there at the Mokola market. Michelle, what more are you learning from the fire service officer you are interacting with?
We are close to I'm told this is the annex for the police barracks. I just sent the central police building. I'm close to a fire officer here. Let me speak to him. Good evening, sir. What exactly was the situation? When did this fire start?
So the fire started this evening. As at the time the fire had started, there was a building collapse at ADENTA, and our rescue team had responded to that incident as we speak. So with this, when we got here, we realized that it's a fire involving the police quarters annex. Our officers from Makola, we are just a few minutes away, quickly got here. The unfortunate thing is that accessibility was a problem. You know, people keep their wares even in front of the building. So everybody was rushing to salvage what they could salvage. So they were not giving us access to easily or conveniently. They were not giving us access to conveniently get to the scene of fire. Again, when our officers got here, they realized that there were a lot of gas cylinders that were packed in there. So there were a lot of explosions and a lot of gas flames coming out. And we know that with gas, when you pour ordinary water on it, you are doing a cost 90 job. It will do nothing. So
how many gas cylinders have you taken out so far?
So far we've not been able to take them out yet because they are up there. Our main target is to make sure that we contain the fire from further spread. You realize that there's this white building here. That's from what I gathered, that's the building of the Ghana Water Company, and it's a company that has not yet been affected by the fire. Our ultimate aim is to make sure that the fire does not affect it. Also, there's a bank at the back, commercial bank. There are other buildings that are not affected yet. So we are prioritizing containing the fire from further spread.
But see from the scenes now, I can see the fire spreading at the back. Why is your fire tenders coming to the side?
So we have fire tenders already at the back there. We have our men also over here. As I said, you realize that people have put their wares over here. Our police brothers are here helping, but the situation is not an easy situation to control the people. But with here, what we can say is that we have what we call burnout. The fire is already burnt. The important thing is to make sure that we contain it, and then we just extinguish the other ones that are burnt.
All right. So are any people trapped in this particular fire?
Fortunately, no. Because when we came here, a lot of them had gone out, and then we had to call out to be sure that there was no one trapped in there. So as I speak to you, everyone is safe. Unfortunately, it's worth mentioning that one of our fire officer, a driver for one of our stations, sustained a life-threatening injury. The metal at the end of the hose came out and hit his chest. So we had to rush him to the police hospital.
What's the situation now?
He's at the hospital being examined. So from here, I'll try to get further updates from there. But I was here and it didn't look good at all. We are praying that he
So as of now, can you confirm whether all the goods of the traders who keep their things here are burnt?
Well, some are salvaged. Obviously, when the thing with fires is that whenever there's a fire, definitely there's some extent of damage. But our aim is to make sure that we reduce the extent of damage. For now, what I can say is that it looks like the police officers, their uniforms and their accoutrements that they use, a lot of them are bent.